Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to give my review over Married to Medicine. I want to make this video as quickly as possible, but I'm not sure because there are a lot of things that I feel that need to be discussed. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So Simone and Dr. Heavenly are cussing each other out like two bitches in the middle of the street at the projects who can't stand each other. I felt like Simone did what Toya was supposed to do when Contessa called her husband, Eugene, the definition of a big-ass bitch at Dr. Damon's party. Bitch, party or not, doctor or not, doctor's wife or not, we would have towed that tent down. Do you hear me? Now listen, y'all know Contessa is my favorite, Heavenly is my favorite, Quad is my favorite, and Simone is my favorite. But I'm just saying, looking out, looking in, bitch, if one of the girl, I wish I would be with some punks and one of them call my goddamn husband the definition of a big ass bitch. Cause see, I don't know about y'all, man, but if I get a man, even though I think I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life, girl, I really do, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But if I ever had a man and one of these niggas called my man the definition of a big ass bitch, we are going to thump. Do you hear me? No questions asked. No questions, because my man gonna be good. My man gonna be good. So I know if you call my man the definition of a big ass bitch, you got the game all fucked up. So I just feel like the way Simone was about to get into Heavenly's ass is the way that Toya should have got into Contessa's ass when Contessa reached down and grabbed her pussy lips and said, your husband is the definition of a big ass bitch. But maybe me and Toya cut from two different cloths. I think that, let me go ahead and put this out there too. I think that me doing reviews on YouTube or just being on YouTube period has some things I don't think the same from when I first started out doing YouTube. And I'm going to say this is just for me. I think I was one of those people who felt like at one point when you get a certain amount of money in your account, when you get a certain, that MD behind your name, or, that ESQ, whatever it's called, whenever you're a lawyer or a doctor or whatever, I felt like you were supposed to act a certain way because now you're a doctor and you're a lawyer. But truth be told, bitch, all somebody did was give you a piece of paper because you passed the class. I'm not trying to reduce down hard work, studying, and all that stuff to just a piece, you know what I'm saying? But what I am saying is, when you take that away, you still the same bitch or you still the same nigga. So for people to assume that, because Dr. Heavenly is a dentist or because these are doctors and doctors' wives, that all of a sudden they're supposed to act a certain way or change the way that they actually behave, I think it's kind of ridiculous now. Like, it's ridiculous, like Kiki Palmer say. But at the end of the day, that piece of paper doesn't change who you are at the core. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't. So when I hear people say, oh, that couldn't be my doctor because my doctor wouldn't be on TV acting like that. Well, girl, all you know is your doctor probably, bitch, got little kids trapped in the basement in they goddamn mansion. You see what I'm saying? Like, you just don't know. You just don't know. All you know is with these doctors, they'll cuss and drink. That's it. That's normal behavior, though. To me, it's normal behavior. So, Simone and Heavenly. This is the problem. Okay, let me start off by saying this. Again, I love Contessa, Heavenly, Quad, and Simone. I think Heavenly has it kind of fucked up and twisted because Heavenly, let me just explain all of this, then we can talk. Heavenly, I get to a certain degree why you say men shouldn't address women. Basically, let the bitches address the bitches and let the niggas address the niggas. I get that to a certain degree. But Heavenly, it's kind of hard for you to still kind of latch on to that idea because in this show, the men are a part of the show. They have their own set. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, they have their own segment of the show. They have their own camera crew. You see what I'm saying? When they go out to the strip club. Now, they may not necessarily be on the payroll, but they are a part of this show. So for Heavenly to still think that the men shouldn't be involved is less than smart, because they are involved all the way. Y'all had y'all own set, the niggas had their own set. While y'all was at the hotel filming with one camera crew, they had their own camera crew at the club. Like, they are a part of this show. So for her to feel like they shouldn't be involved or this, it don't work that way no more. Now, maybe if the niggas wasn't on the show, then maybe you could say that. Just like Tanya's husband, boyfriend, whoever he is, we barely see that nigga. Okay? We barely, I think that was like our second time seeing that nigga. He really ain't a part of the show. So we can leave him alone. But y'all niggas, them niggas are part of the show. I think what it is with Heavenly and Simone. At first, I was like with Heavenly, then I was with Simone. Now I think this is what it is. I think that Heavenly did not lie. I think, from what I can remember, Simone or Cecil let it be known that Simone was frustrated with Cecil not working. For some reason, I guess Simone probably forgot or hasn't rewatched the show. Simone went, and I guess she had this private conversation with Heavenly. And when Heavenly found out, she caught wind of the shit that Cecil was saying online on Twitter, she logged in and gut punched that ass. And the reason why Simone was so mad at Heavenly, I think, is because Heavenly was reading Cecil with the truth. Now, bitch, we can all read and shade each other, but a read is gonna hurt 10 times worse than anything when a bitch reads you with the goddamn truth. And when Heavenly said, yeah, you can come pressure wash my house since you ain't got no job, something like that, that hurt. So now Heavenly done said on Twitter for for everybody in the world to see that, girl, your man ain't got no job. So let him come, since he worried about since he worried about my house being pressure washed, why don't he come over here and wash it since he ain't got no motherfucking job? I think that started the back and forth. I think because Heavenly's mouth is so vicious, those girls can't take Heavenly. Cause Heavenly gonna get in your ass. I think that I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I said it last week, I'm gonna say it again. Simone, I had to sit back because we just gonna have a conversation. Heavenly talks a lot of shit. I'm not gonna lie. I've watched all of Heavenly's reviews on the show, and Heavenly talks a lot of shit. And when Simone was like, she not gonna drag my husband if she keep on, I'm dragging Damon in front of his face. While Mariah, when she came back on the show and was like, she had some tea that Damon was cheating on Heavenly. Now, this is about to sound so ignorant what I'm about to say. I was actually kind of happy when Mariah said that, because I felt like, even though Heavenly is one of my faves, I felt like Heavenly talk a whole bunch of cash money shit. And girl, somebody gonna release Damon real tea. Now, like me and my biological sister said, what we think it is, if Simone had any sense, what we think it is, it's a reason why Heavenly don't want Damon drinking on TV. It's a reason. It's a reason why Heavenly is so insecure about a man. I'm not about a man, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about her son. While a woman is on her, that was so messy. Oh, that was messy. Why it's a reason why Heavenly is so insecure about a woman even looking at Damon. It's the reason why. Simone, you better wrap that shit up. You should have wrapped that shit up and put a bow on it, bitch. Cause Heavenly don't back off. She don't hold shit back when it comes to y'all bitches. So I don't know why y'all hold back when it comes to her. It's the reason. And like me and my sister said, bitch, Damon used to give Heavenly the blues. Now he probably done slowed down a little bit since some motherfuckers got married. But you best to believe, bitch, when Heavenly and Damon was dating, when they was boyfriend and girlfriend, probably even at the beginning of their marriage, bitch, Damon was deep in them motherfucking streets. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It's a reason why Heavenly don't like for a woman to even look at her man. It's the reason why Heavenly don't like for Damon to drink. And Simone let it be known, bitch, Cecil ain't no drunk and he been out drinking with your man. So why you try to get on TV acting like daddy don't drink, all he drink is water and cranberry juice? Girl, your man be drunk right beside Cecil. When Simone was like, basically, I'm gonna drag Damon. I believe it. I believe Simone got some tea. I think that the difference between Simone and Heavenly is Simone, I think, cares about the friendship. Are we trying to build a friendship? And Heavenly doesn't. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I couldn't be friends with Heavenly no more. I've seen the shit that Heavenly done said. And some of the shit to me was just fucked up. I feel like the shit she say is shit that you would say to Mariah. A bitch who you can't stand. But if you really like Simone and you really trying to work on a friendship, the shit that the way she be shading the dog fuck out of Cecil, I'm not saying she shouldn't have responded. Now, that's another thing I wanted to mention. This how you know Heavenly full of shit when she talk about the whole men not responding to women or women responding to men. Because if Heavenly really felt in her heart of hearts that a woman should not respond to a man or a man should not respond to a woman, as soon as she saw that tweet, she would have instantly went and got daddy. It wouldn't have been none of that, I was having a cocktail and I just let me reply to this nigga. If that was really the rule that she lives by, she would have instantly dropped her phone and said, Daddy, can you call this nigga and handle this for me? But I'm telling y'all, Heavenly don't believe in half of the shit she be saying. She definitely don't believe in a woman should be at the house. And when Heavenly was putting that food on that plate for them kids, Heavenly didn't even know how to play the goddamn plate. Do you hear me? Y'all gonna stop and listen to Heavenly. Heavenly gonna have your hoes over there trying to be Susie Homemaker and she ain't even one. But yeah, did America know that Simone was upset that Cecil didn't have a job? America knew. Jackie house still is not finished. Jackie, you done went and got these white folk and paid all this money. And I don't know who doing it. I don't know if it's some bitches or if it's some white or some white niggas. I don't know who it is. I saw 2 white hoes on your show and a whole bunch of white people. Now white people ain't finished your house? See, Jackie probably thought, I'm gonna go get these white folk and they're gonna do my shit right. And bitch, girl, when did y'all shoot this shit? When did y'all shoot this? Jackie, you got too much money for your house not to be finished. Them people don't know what the fuck they doing. That's all it come down to, because I know money not an issue for Jackie. That's not an issue. Them people don't know what the fuck they doing. I don't really know. I really and truly, somebody said this before. When you really look at it, Jackie and Toya really ain't no different when it comes to moving. Well, I guess Toya had to move because I guess it does a difference because Jackie moving. Toya was getting evicted. Her rental history was getting fucked up. Oh, child, here come this bitch. Oh, God. Oh, I'm tired already, girl. Oh, I'm exhausted. Mariah hug and Aiden hug. A match made in heaven. Mariah, you are the creator of this show. When that Married to Medicine goes off the air, you see created by Mariah Hug. Y'all see that Mariah lost that executive producer credit, right? I ain't seen it. The only thing I seen is created by Mariah Huck. Mariah, you created this show. You know exactly how this shit works. You've been on this show long enough. It's not like you, Buffy, you just getting your feet wet and you still trying to figure out how this reality TV shit works. You've been there since the beginning. Yeah, they voted your black ass off the island, but somehow you found your way back. Girl, I guess you Michael Phelps in this bitch. So you swim your way back to the to shore. You know how this works. So when you brought your sister Pond, and when you brought your mama Trap House Lucy, shout out to Erica De Niro TV, when you brought Pond and Trap House Lucy, you knew exactly what the fuck was about to happen. And if you did not know, you should have told them before we even walk inside of this restaurant. This is what we gonna do. We only gonna have positive, uplifting conversations. No conversations about Quad, no conversations about the ladies, unless it's positive. You knew that when y'all walked y'all black asses in that restaurant, you knew what was about to be said. And you knew that that part that they said was going to be played on the show. You knew that. And you did not put a stop to nothing. They had already called the girl all types of hoes. Your mama had already joined in on the comment. Putting a stop to something is as soon as them hoes would have started opening up their mouth, you should have said, we're not doing that right now. That's putting a stop to it. You encouraged the conversation. I don't know what Mariah fans be thinking. I love Mariah as far as entertainment has been on TV. But for y'all to sit here and act like we just saw it. We literally saw, like Andy said, girl, you're deflecting, and you called her a hoe. Like Heavenly was sitting over there like, y'all call Quad a hoe. Like Mariah. And then Mariah starts crying. And then Aiden, with his slow ass, he opens up his mouth. I don't understand how Aiden is a doctor. I would be so upset if Aiden came into my room. Because Aiden, I don't know if Aiden gets really nervous when it's time for him to speak, so his heart starts to race and all of these things. But Aiden is a horrible speaker, girl. He worse than Beyonce. But, I just don't understand how Mariah really set her black ass up on that stage and was like, we did not talk about you. It was just for a second. Shame on you. Shame on you. No, shame on you and your mama and your sister and all them other ignorant ass niggas at that table. All of them. I ain't talking about the black. I'm talking about all of them. Y'all talked about that girl. Y'all talked about it. And that's fine. Everybody talk about everybody. But don't try to act like we didn't see what we saw. And don't try to act like you put a stop to the conversation. And don't act like when you walked into that restaurant, you didn't know what them hoes was going to talk about. And don't act like you don't know how this reality TV shit work. And don't act like you knew when they said that it wasn't going to make the show. You knew it was going to make the show. Mariah's so full of shit. Mariah is full. Y'all done got me hot up in this goddamn apartment. Mariah's so full of shit. Aiden, I get having your wife back. I do. Have your wife back, have your friends back, have your sisters back, all that. But at some point, it's like, girl, Aiden probably just should have sat there and been quiet, because Aiden, you sitting here defending this fuck shit, and it don't make no sense. Everybody's sitting here basically saying the same thing, bitch, we saw what we saw, you said what you said, your sister said what she said, your mama said what she said. Full of shit. Mariah, it sounded like Quad and Mariah was about to have a heart-to-heart, because Quad was like, Mariah. And then Aiden told Quad to just be quiet. I don't know why y'all acting like y'all don't know why that was blown up the way it was. Mariah and Aiden can't stand Quad. Quad can't stand Mariah and Aiden. If a bitch who you can't stand tell you to be quiet, even though it was already instructed from the host that you need to be quiet to let the other person speak, it's still gonna be some shit. Now, maybe if that was Eugene telling Quad to be quiet, they still would have said something like, Eugene, shut up. But it wouldn't have been that big of a deal because it was coming from Eugene. But because it came from Aiden and because we know that them hoes don't like each other, that's why it was a big of a deal. If a hoe who you didn't like told you to be quiet, what the fuck would you do? Exactly. Start going the fuck off. So Quad did what any normal person would do in that situation. I think so anyways. Quad and Mariah's friendship, I really do believe that Quad and Mariah could have been friends a long time ago, but for some reason, I think that some of us are watching two different shows. Mariah stays dragging Quad. This season wasn't as bad as the last couple of seasons, but I remember that season with Lisa Nicole, Mariah. Did I say Mariah? Yeah, Mariah stays dragging Quad. Mariah stayed talking about Quad. Quad don't talk about Mariah. Quad does not talk about Mariah. Not on the show anyways. So my whole thing is like, Mariah, you and Quad could have been friends a long time ago. But what happens is you so hell-bent on having camera time, trying to make Quad into this bad guy, that then you turn around and, Quad, it's me. It's me, Quad. It's me. But girl, you were just dogging her out the season before in the confessional, in every confessional. The reason why Quad and Mariah are not friends is mostly because Mariah don't know when to shut the fuck up. I'm not saying Quad hasn't done any wrong in their friendship, but y'all know that Mariah stays dragging Quad. I wouldn't be the bitch friend either. Girl, fuck you. Now, maybe if Mariah... This is how Mariah and Quad would be friends. And I don't even know if I would want to be friends with Mariah. But the only way they would be friends, because you can tell they're cordial with each other, right? If Mariah literally stopped talking about Quad, because Quad don't talk about Mariah on the show, like I said. If Mariah stops talking about Quad, then I think Quad will kind of open up, and I think they could probably get back on track. But as long as Mariah continues to drag Quad, Quad gonna have a whole fuck you attitude, bitch. Contessa. Girl, I'm trying to put this a nice way. Girl. Yeah, I'm really trying to put this. I think Contessa sit in her closet sometimes and cry and think about the life that she used to have. And I think that a lot of times she wish she could go back. I think that Contessa looks at it like, bitch, I gave up the life that I love for a motherfucking nigga and some children. I do. I do think it was an ultimatum that Scott gave Contessa pretty much and basically said, bitch, I ain't moving no more. So what you gonna do? Because I'm not moving out of Atlanta no more. So at that point, Contessa basically chose him and those goddamn children, and now it's time to finally make something about her again, and to find out that your black ass not on board because, oh, bitch, the kids give you a headache. Bitch, what? You don't think them hoes gave me a headache when I was pushing them at my goddamn body? Anyways, I don't like when they ask Toya anything that has to do with... I think because Toya views are so misogynistic that anytime Toya says anything, I just feel like it's not coming from a place of... I feel like anytime Toya says anything, it's always because this is what's good for the man. Toya is the type of person that really believes in the head of... And that's fine if you do. That's fine if you do. That's fine if you do. But Toya is the type of person that really believes in like the head of household, Eugene, which technically, I mean, girl, he really is, girl. Because Toya, you ain't doing shit. But yeah, I never want to hear Toya when Toya has anything to say because it's kind of like, girl, I would rather hear somebody like Jackie talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like Jackie and Contessa, they're on the same, I think they would be on the same page. They're both driven. They both have dreams. They both have ambition. They both have drive. And I think because they are both, you know, I think Contessa would look up to Jackie like as a mother figure, right? So I think Jackie would be a good person to give Contessa advice. I think Heavenly is definitely the wrong person. I wouldn't take shit from Heavenly because Heavenly full of shit when it comes to relationship advice. I wouldn't take nothing from Toya. I wouldn't take nothing from Mariah because Mariah ain't no the same as Toya. Y'all will say don't take nothing from Quad because Quad is single, but shit, Quad is divorced. It's kind of like it's almost like not wanting to take advice from a crackhead because they're a crackhead. But if the crackhead telling you not to do crack, bitch, you see what I'm saying? So if the bitch who got a divorce is telling you may want to do this, you may want to do this because she the bitch who got a divorce. So sometimes it's like, I hate when you can't take advice from Quad because she's single. Well, she got a divorce, so maybe she can tell you to fuck what the fuck you need to do so you won't be filing for divorce either. I feel bad for Contessa because I think Contessa wants it all, right? She has this drive, but she also wants her family and her kids. But I think sometimes she regrets having a family. I know y'all gonna say, bitch. I know, bitch. Yes, I did. I think that sometimes Contessa sit in her closet and cry with a bottle of motherfucking vodka, makeup just running out her face, cause she could be traveling the world right now, living her very best life. But she's stuck in Atlanta with these goddamn kids and this nigga who don't want to support her and go to school. Now, yes, Contessa did some shit wrong. Contessa when she walked in the house and was like, damn nigga, you ain't did shit all day. Yes, she did some shit wrong. And no, nobody didn't tell her to quit school. But he damn sure didn't encourage her to stay either. Anyways. Contessa is really driven. That bitch got some big dreams. I thought it was funny when they was showing the flashbacks of them talking about threesomes and Mariah and Aiden was in a confessional and Mariah was like, wrong couple. Why women don't get caught cheating? Cause niggas think they got the pussy on lock. And that's what I put on my paper. Cause niggas think they got it on lock. I think the reason why women don't get caught cheating is because niggas think that, oh, you know that old dude at her job, the nigga that's a nerd. Baby, what you don't know is that nerd eating your wife pussy or eating your girl pussy in a printer room. And they end up making copies of her ass being on a goddamn printer. Yeah. You ain't think that nerd had that tongue action down, huh? Right. That nerd, yeah, the one who you say is nerdy and can't dress, all that, yeah. When he take them clothes off, he got a 6-pack and muscles popping everywhere, and he live in a condo on the 14th floor, right around the corner, and he be taking your wife or your girlfriend around, or he be fucking her on the lunch break, fucking her brains out, yeah. But see, y'all don't think that. Y'all think that, oh, that's why these niggas get so mad. That's why these niggas be ready to shoot up the goddamn family when they find out that some of y'all are cheating, because they couldn't believe that you cheating. Like, damn, this bitch really cheated on me. Yes, she really cheated, girl. She really cheated on you, girl. And she cheated on you with the nigga who you thought she wasn't gonna cheat on you with. Ain't that bad a bitch? Yes. Ooh, child, 14-year-olds having sex. Girl, they fucking. I don't think nobody want I would not want my 14-year-old son or daughter having sex, okay? I don't want nobody. If I had children, look, I'm just gonna tell you, if I had children, boy or girl, I don't want you fucking. I don't want you fucking until you get married. I know that's not realistic. But I just don't want you, especially not no 14. But the truth is, just like Heavenly said, girl, your daughter might not be throwing her legs to the moon, but bitch, some of her friends are. And if you don't think these girls and boys are talking about sex at 14, y'all are sadly mistaken. I keep telling y'all, one of my best friends got pregnant and at 13 years old, had a baby at 14. Jackie told y'all her youngest patient was 10 years old, and the baby daddy was 13 years old. Y'all gonna stop thinking y'all kids ain't throwing their legs to the moon, because they are, girl. Only thing you can pray for is they ain't throwing their legs to the moon and no 25-year-old man ain't crawling in between them. Now, at that point, bitch, some brains about to get blown out. Ooh, child, let me shut up. Married to Medicine LA. I didn't watch Married to Medicine LA last year. I tried to watch it. I couldn't get into it. I think I'm going to try to watch it this year. Y'all keep asking why they keep bringing Heavenly and Quad, because Heavenly is the show, regardless of what y'all say. Quad is young and fun. Quad has been there since the beginning. Toya is young and fun. And when you look at the LA group, you need the Heavenly. You need the Quad. You even need the Toya, because Toya is messy as fuck too. But yeah, that's all I got, y'all. Okay, I'm about to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta again so I can take my notes this time. And then hopefully I can come back tonight, because I need to be in bed by 10 o'clock, because I gotta get up at 5 o'clock for work. So yeah, I think that's all I got to say. I hope so. If not, then girl, I cannot believe Mariah fixed her motherfucking mouth to sit up there in front of everybody and say that they did not talk about that girl. It was only 30, what she said, 3 seconds or something. Girl, yes, y'all probably set y'all asses in there and talk for 3 hours. But the truth of the matter is, Mariah, you knew what y'all were doing. You have been bringing your sister around this entire time to piss off Quad. Lake, pond, river, stream, whatever her name is, you have been bringing her around this entire time because you wanted Lake to do your dirty work. You didn't want to look like the one who was coming after Quad, so let me go get my sister. The bitch who supposedly she slept with her husband, even though we all turned around and was in her wedding. Bitch, that ain't a motherfucking, let me tell y'all something. I don't know no bitch. I don't know, I really don't know no, I don't know no woman, I don't know no girl, I don't know nobody who would go be in somebody's wedding after they nigga just fucked this bitch. And she wanted to work on her forgiveness. Now, I know a lot of women and girls who will say, fuck that bitch and get back with they man. but they not gonna say, oh, fuck her and fuck him, but oh, since I forgave my husband, let me forgive this bitch too and go be in her wedding and have my kids and all my family in it. That don't even make no fucking sense, and y'all know it. Damn. Let me go. Let me go. Aiden and Mariah, y'all a match made in heaven, girl. Y'all both full of shit. I like Mariah for TV, but other than that, her face was real greasy. All right, bye, y'all.